July 10th, Wednesday, this is Bitcoin TV's channel. I'm Zu. Let's first look at the 24-hour crypto data headlines. In the past 30 days, Bitcoin has fallen by nearly 15% or more. As of 1:30 p.m. today, Bitcoin has risen 3.2% in 24 hours, with the price fluctuation around 59,000. Overall, the market is in a sluggish state. However, the number of new addresses on the Bitcoin network has reached its highest level in 2 months. The 7-day moving average recorded over 317,000 new addresses on July 5th, compared to only 263,000 new addresses at the beginning of last week, marking a significant week-on-week increase of 20%. Meanwhile, the 7-day moving average of Bitcoin's average transaction fee has dropped to a low of $1.75. This disparity also shows that while there are new participants joining the Bitcoin network, it doesn't necessarily mean higher transaction fees or increased on-chain activity. With Bitcoin's decline, the profit-loss ratio of short-term investors has continued to slide, currently dropping from the upper range of 1 to around 0.1 at the lower end. Most short-term investors in the market are in a losing position. At this point, the sentiment of short-term investors is on the verge of collapse. If Bitcoin falls further, it will inevitably cause more severe panic. But the support at this level is also relatively strong, and people will be willing to add positions and buy at this level. Whether we enter a bear market correction or continue the bull market reversal may only need 1 to 2 sharp drops or rises to confirm. If it goes down, we'll accumulate and dollar cost average to make friends with time. If it goes up, we'll consider adding positions with stop losses in place. Looking at the changing trend of the leading Coinbase index, when Bitcoin was at 60,000, the Coinbase index weakened significantly, with US-based investors starting to noticeably increase profit-taking and small loss selling. The market also showed obvious negative premiums, so 60,000 can be used as a key watershed. Now that the 60,000 level has been breached, the market sentiment is starting a new game of balance. When Bitcoin price touched around 54,000, the Coinbase index showed a small positive premium, indicating that the market's psychological price is around 54,000. As the price rebounds, the Coinbase Premium Index is balancing around zero, waiting and watching with no obvious signs of rising for now, but also no continued downward trend. Please like and follow us. We'll help you sort out the news from the crypto, blockchain, and mining industry closest to money in the past 24 hours. Since the end of June, when the first US presidential election TV debate concluded, President Biden's disastrous performance has been heavily criticized by public opinion. Several mainstream US media outlets have reported that strong voices calling for Biden's replacement have emerged within the Democrats. Despite constant questioning, Biden stated that he felt exhausted during the debate with Trump due to a severe cold and jet lag from 2 European trips. Although he admitted it wasn't his best performance, he firmly stated that he would continue to run and win again. But will things really go as he says?
What I was left when I became president, what Mr. Trump left me. We had an economy that was in free fall. The economy collapsed. There were no jobs. Unemployment rate rose to 15%. It was terrible.
The only jobs he created are for illegal immigrants and bounce-back jobs, a bounce-back from the COVID. He has not done a good job. He's done a poor job, and inflation's killing our country.
Along with the U.S. presidential election's first TV debate, the Republican National Convention's Platform Committee Group recently internally passed and published a draft of the 2024 platform. Centered around Trump, in the third chapter of Creating the Greatest Economy in American History, the Support for Innovation section lists cryptocurrency, AI, and space as the 3 key industries to support. It's worth noting that after the Republican Party showed support for crypto in their latest platform, Trump-related political meme coins with the highest market cap, Trump and MAGA, have risen by 5% and 8.5% respectively in the past 24 hours.
The Republican Party platform's disclosure on cryptocurrencies aligns with the policy meat that Trump has been serving to young crypto voters in recent months, showing that they are pulling out all the stops for Trump's election success. Interestingly, the meme coin Bolden of Biden, who has recently been rumored to be persuaded to withdraw by the Democrats, has surged by 44% in the past 24 hours, perhaps related to his recent public statement that he will continue to run, becoming one of the tokens with the highest gains in the market today, though still down over 80% in the past 30 days. You don't know until you compare, and when you do it, it's shocking. As for President Biden, he seems uninterested in engaging with this group of voters. In fact, many of his policies have alienated digital asset holders. In reality, Battleground states that New Hampshire, Nevada, Ohio, and Pennsylvania have about 18% of voters, or 3.4 million people holding crypto assets. In these 4 swing states alone, cryptocurrency could decide up to 1.9 million voters, enough to sway the election. Why can't Biden figure this out? While the US election is in full swing, the UK's power transition has also reached a crucial moment. After 14 years, the Labour Party has finally regained power in the general election with an overwhelming advantage, ending the Conservative Party's rule. The outgoing Prime Minister Rishi Sunak had heavily promoted his vision of a crypto asset center, but took no active steps. With the new party in power, people have rekindled hopes for positive action. So what attitude does this new government hold towards cryptocurrency? Will they actively embrace crypto, or can it spark new opportunities in the UK's crypto field? Let's take a look together.
Along with the U.S. presidential election's first TV debate, the Republican National Convention's Platform Committee Group recently internally passed and published a draft of the 2024 platform. Centered around Trump, in the 3rd chapter of Creating the Greatest Economy in American History, the Support for Innovation section lists cryptocurrency, AI, and space as the 3 key industries to support. It's worth noting that after the Republican Party showed support for crypto in their latest platform, Trump-related political meme coins with the highest market cap, Trump and MAGA, have risen by 5% and 8.5% respectively in the past 24 hours.
The UK's cryptocurrency market is on the rise, attracting a large number of young, high-income individuals, and the UK's regulatory environment is relatively friendly. How friendly? It allows citizens to buy and sell crypto assets. However, there are conditions. Users need to use platforms that comply with the Financial Conduct Authority regulatory guidelines, and also need to pay a relatively high 20% capital gains tax. As the saying goes, a new official takes office with 3 fires. From the perspective of the election theme of change, or from an economic perspective, the Labour government is highly likely to embrace the crypto market. In addition, many EU countries' dissatisfaction with the EU's crypto asset market regulation has reached a peak, believing it clearly favors existing and developed financial services companies. As the Labour Party has promised not to rejoin the EU, they may take some strategic measures to fulfill their manifesto promises. Let's wait for the crypto regulations unique to the UK. You want American interest rates, Americans want your principal. Now it seems that the Fed's rate cut, the timing is getting faster and faster. On July 3rd, Powell avoided the question of whether the Fed would start cutting rates in September. He stuck to his consistent view of the two-way risks of monetary policy. Cutting rates too early could reignite inflationary pressures, while if they cut it too late, the Fed may cause unnecessary damage to the economy. The market expects about a 70% chance of a rate cut by September. The current economic situation presents us with a unique set of investment opportunities. Even in the face of such a market environment, we remain optimistic about risk assets, especially those with a high growth potential in the crypto market. Although liquidity constraints may trigger market volatility in the short term, the performance of risk assets is still worth looking forward to in the long run. Our BNB product was born against this background.
On the evening of the 11th last month, BNB's 7th round of investment successfully concluded, and at 8:30 that evening, the 10th BNB plan was launched on time. This BNB plan also has a limit of 500,000. Delightfully, in just one day, members invested up to 390,000, and in 5 days, 500,000 was quickly raised. Recently, on July 4th, the 11th round of BNB was launched. Currently, only 300,000 of the quota for this BNB has been subscribed. As of 8 p.m. tonight, there are less than 30 hours left until the deadline.
This time is somewhat earlier compared to the previous round in order to create a time gap with the annual investment cycle of 1 year BNB in late July. This round is still a 3-month cycle BNB. In late July, a 1-year cycle BNB will be launched. In the future, 3 months and 1 year products will coexist, and everyone can choose the cycle that suits them for investment. With the opening of the U.S. election and the arrival of U.S. Independence Day, the market's attention to funds has begun to decline continuously. In addition, affected by a severe inversion of U.S. bond yields, a large amount of liquidity has been drained from the market. But we believe that the power of long-term long-term trends will support the development of the crypto market. Recently, Bitcoin has been fluctuating below 60,000 and even seems to be on the verge of breaking new lows. Although Bitcoin spot ETFs have been continuously experiencing net inflows recently, with just 9 ETFs in the US increasing their holdings by 4,601 Bitcoins the day before yesterday, there's no way around it. The increase of Bitcoin holdings can withstand the selling pressure from Germany. Related wallets of the German government have been making multiple large Bitcoin transfers since June 19th, frequently transferring to cryptocurrency exchanges such as Coinbase, Kraken, and Bitstamp, seemingly selling for cash, which is considered one of the main reasons for Bitcoin's continuous weakening. But recently, rumors have surfaced that it's not Germany selling Bitcoin recently, but one of its states. So what is going on? Let's take a look together.
On the evening of the 11th last month, BNB's 7th round of investment successfully concluded, and at 8:30 that evening, the 10th BNB plan was launched on time. This BNB plan also has a limit of 500,000. Delightfully, in just one day, members invested up to 390,000, and in 5 days, 500,000 was quickly raised. Recently, on July 4th, the 11th round of BNB was launched. Currently, only 300,000 of the quota for this BNB has been subscribed. As of 8 p.m. tonight, there are less than 30 hours left until the deadline.
From the current situation, Bitcoin spot ETFs are experiencing positive inflows. If the overall market wants to rise, it depends on when this near 20,000 Bitcoins will be sold out. This state has already sold almost half its Bitcoin, and it's estimated that it should be able to sell out in about a month or so. So for the foreseeable future, the market may still be under pressure. Of course, the small state may not necessarily sell all its Bitcoin. It just depends on when they decide to stop. Or the large-scale selling will cause short-term shocks to the market, given the market's own liquidity and past experience. The market has the ability to absorb and eventually stabilize. As the saying goes, use people's strengths and everyone can be useful. Use people's weakness and no one can be useful. So when we deal with people, we should look more at their strengths. When dealing with the lower class people, we should accept their taking advantage of flattery, pleasing, and calculation, while also appreciating their ambitious aspirations and rule breaking. When dealing with grassroots people, accepting their gossip fantasies and shallowness, appreciating their contentment. When dealing with mid-class people, accept their vanity, comparison, hypocrisy, and power seeking, while appreciating their emotional intelligence, versatility, and ability to navigate different situations. When dealing with elites, accepting their arrogance, harshness, and unrealistic ambitions, while appreciating their erudition, research, and never giving up attitude. When dealing with spiritual practitioners, accept their lack of desires, while appreciating their quietude and tranquility. When dealing with top-tier people, accept their strictness, mercilessness, indifference, and decisiveness, while appreciating their political tolerance and resolute decision-making. You can't force a fish to climb a tree, you can't force a melon to become a pear. So love yourself and live in the present. Alright, that's all the main content for today's program. Our channel focuses on curating valuable news sorting in the crypto, blockchain, and mining industry. We have news and information as well as in-depth special reports. If you find our channel valuable, please share, follow, and you can also become our member. Let's get rich together, add zero to our assets in the bull market. See you tomorrow.